Alright, since like Valentine's Day is coming up, we decided to make the top 10 lamest romantic movies. So we were rattling our brains, and I think we kind of came up with it. Okay, I guess, are you ready, Brian?
Yeah.
This is my nephew, Brian. He's spending the night at my sister's place, so like after we're done with this video, I'm going to kick him out to go back over there, so... Anyway, alright, so, number 10 on my list is the movie He Said, She Said, which came out in like the 80s or something. I don't really remember too much of the movie, but like, all I know is that Kevin Bacon hated it, so it's good enough to put on the list. In fact, after that, he stopped making romantic movies, pretty much shunned that movie, but from what I remember of it, I had Elizabeth Perkins from it, and it's supposed to be like some kind of like reporters or something like that. They like fight all the time, but then they like fall in love at the end. It's pretty trite and corny, but it's definitely up there on the list.
The number 9 lamest romance movie is Valentine's Day. That movie is so boring. Of course, they get across the point that all ages and all sexualities and all races can love each other. And there were so many great actors, but it was just really, really boring.
Who was in that?
Oh, let's see. There was Taylor Lautner, Taylor Swift, Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, Taylor Lautner from Twilight? God, I hate Twilight.
And then they had Taylor Swift pretending like she can act on there.
Alright, the number 8 spot is simply irresistible. I don't remember much of this movie at all, so I couldn't give you a synopsis about it or anything. I know, I suck, but like, I just remember seeing this at the theater, and like, it was just really bad. It stars Sean Patrick Flannery from the Young Indiana Jones days, and a really hot Sarah Michelle Gellar. And that was the reason why I went to go see this movie, because she was just smoking, but like, the movie just sucked. I think it was about like, two people, once again, don't like each other, and like, she works at like some kind of like bakery or a restaurant or something like that, I can't remember. And then, but the food turns out to be like magical or something like that, and then somehow they're able to fall in love and float in the air and stuff like that. It was just really lame. I remember walking out of there thinking it was lame, and Sarah Michelle Gellar really didn't help the movie too much, even though her hotness did give it a point, but all in all, it was really bad, and I'm sure no one remembers that movie. You're probably thinking, Simply Irresistible, what was that? Well, it's why, it's forgettable.
Alright, the number 7 lamest romance movie's gotta be Failure to Launch, starring Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker. It's about this woman whose job is to talk to parents and pretend to date their son, who is at home, probably in his 30s. Anyway, she meets Matthew McConaughey and they begin dating, and eventually she finds out that something's different about him or whatever, and they eventually fall in love just like you'd expect, and they live happily ever after.
Oh, I never seen it.
Good.
The number 6 spot is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. A lot of people diss that movie, but I happen to like it. I'm probably one of the... I'm a big Indiana Jones fan anyway, but the love story on that is really trite. It brings back Marion Ravenwood, which is once again played by Karen Allen. But like, what ticks me off about that is that like, after all this time, like it's been years. I mean, look at The Last Crusade. What was it like? Takes place like 20 years before this movie, and she waited this long when their son was like in his 20s or something to tell him, oh, by the way, you got a son, while they're drowning in quicksand. And his response to that is not like, what? Oh, you bitch, what the... You know? No, that's not the response. It's like, why didn't you send him through school? That was his response. What? So then, instead of being ticked off at her but not telling her about he had a son all this time, he could have been in his life all those years, he marries her. So to me, it's just like, oh, whatever, man. You know? So that's why that's on the list. I know it's not no romance movie or anything, but it had a romance subplot, and I think it's pretty lame.
The 5th lamest romance is definitely Crazy Stupid Love. Now, I have never been a Steve Carell fan. The Office, in my opinion, is horrible. I never liked it, never got into it. And if you watch this movie, it's just not funny, boring. There's nothing else memorable. I watched this about a month ago, and I don't remember a single thing about it. So, it's something you might just want to pass when you go to Blockbuster or Netflix or whatever.
Isn't that the one where that one dude, Ryan Gosling, took his shirt off and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Well, the girls were talking about that. They think it's photoshopped or I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
All right, number 4 on the list is the movie In Time, which is, I think it's still in theaters. I know it's not on DVD yet as of this video, but that one, you know, okay, I went into this movie thinking that this is going to be like, had a great plot to it. That's what, like, it had Justin Timberlake on it. You know, he came off that Social Network fame and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, oh man, this is going to be a good movie. But it had this romance subplot in it, and I swear to God, Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried, this is the first movie I've seen her in. I didn't see that Red Riding Hood movie. They were boring. Oh my God, they're like sleep-inducing boring. Like, seriously, I don't know why they forced like a love story on anyway. They look so bored in this movie. Like, they look at each other, and you can just tell there's complete boredom between the two. And there's no chemistry whatsoever. Like, none. No chemistry at all. So why bother even making some kind of romance subplot into it? And then throughout the entire movie, like, this whole thing was time and stealing time and giving off to people. And they looked bored the whole way through. And I don't know. They were just very, very boring. And I wanted to fall asleep. And I didn't care if they got together at the end or not. So In Time is definitely up there in the bad romance thing. And no, I'm not putting any kind of Lady Gaga thing in here.
Number 3, Love Guru. Oh my God, there's never enough things to say about that. That is probably one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. It's like a knockoff of Don't Mess with the Zohan. Wait, which one came out first?
I think Don't Mess with the Zohan came first.
Oh, they both sucked. Either way, they were terrible.
That's all you got to say about that
no,
one, Love Guru?
I know you wanted to say some things. What do you want to say about it?
Love Guru? Oh, God. I remember, okay, when I first was watching Love Guru, it was like a DVD night or something like that. Me and my friend were watching movies, and we just got done watching something really stupid. Well, there's one called Strange Wilderness, that sucked. No one remembers that movie. And then there's that one with Larry the Cable Guy, Witless Protection.
Oh, yeah.
That sucked too. We're getting tired of sucky movies, so we put in Love Guru. And then in the beginning of it, we're like, oh man, this has promise. This looks like a pretty good movie. And then somewhere in the movie, we're like, oh God, this is horrible.
And annoying.
Yeah, I think the worst part about that movie is, I know there's some kind of romance subplot in there somewhere and all that kind of stuff. It is about love, but whatever. But the worst part about that movie is, he like, I don't remember what was going on in the scene, but I remember he like flipped to the camera, and then he winks to the audience.
Oh, I remember that.
Then he says laugh. Like he's telling us to laugh. Like, come on, dude. No, you don't like try to force your audience to like you. So that's like the downside of Michael Myers' career. I'm surprised I haven't even seen like an internet review of that one yet. But yeah, Love Guru definitely did suck.
Daniel Tosh cameo did not change it at all. It kind of sucked as well.
But I must say that Justin Timberlake was funny in there, though.
I don't even remember him being in that.
He was in there. He played some kind of douchebag or something. I don't remember. But he was a highlight of the film, and Jessica Alba was pretty hot. All right, so the number 2 spot is we actually thought of this while we were making these reviews, and I had to put this in there. The freaking Twilight movies.
I just want to put on record, I haven't seen any of them because I'm not a faggot, but I'm pretty sure he has.
Yeah, I didn't see him at will, but... Alright, so the first Twilight movie I've seen, I've only seen the first Twilight movie because people were talking about it, and I thought it'd be like the next Harry Potter, whatever. I thought it'd be like the next Harry Potter and stuff, but like, it was horrible. It was mind torture. And then I got forced to go see Breaking Dawn. I had a gun pointed at my head. And I was forced to go see Breaking Dawn.
Go on.
Anyway, I was forced to see Breaking Dawn, and that wasn't much better. That was boring. But the whole love thing, I don't know what women find so fascinating about these movies. Kristen Stewart looks bored. She has like no personality whatsoever. And for some reason, they got vampires and werewolves fighting over her. And why? She's not that great looking.
Sorry.
She's not that great looking, and I don't know. I just think they're stupid. I guess you can say there's some little girl's fantasy and stuff. And
okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not ready to kick your... So yeah, the Twilight movies sucked, and I'm sure every guy would agree with me. Shut up. Now the number 1 spot we're sharing together is Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
You probably didn't even see it coming, but
oh my god. Okay, let me put it to you this way. Every time, like I mentioned earlier before about In Time, every time I see a bad on-screen couple, I compare them to Anakin and Padme. And I ask myself, are they as bad as Anakin and Padme? And usually my answer would be no, or they will tie. No one could be worse than Anakin and Padme. They are boring. Every scenes that they have together, they have no chemistry whatsoever. They'll put you to sleep. And that whole Sound of Music, whatever, field thing they had. Oh, great.
Shut up. Clothes on. Yeah, put some clothes on.
oh,
Yeah.
please.
Oh yeah, we got company. That whole field thing, that was really stupid too. Oh, great. Well, now we have to end this really quick. Brian, you have anything you want to say about Star Wars Episode 2?
No.
No? Alright, well, now we got people coming over here. I gotta go kick Brian out, so... Anyway, that's our top 10 list. So yeah. God, you guys couldn't wait for us to come over
Can I
there?
say something?
No.
Sure, go ahead.
What are we doing?
Go ahead and go to the camera.
What?
Can you see it? Go ahead. Yeah, still on.
What are we doing?
Go ahead, get your face in here.
Okay, what?
Oh, that's my sister, by
Hi.
the way. You wanted to say something?
Are we gonna be on YouTube?
Yeah, we're gonna be on YouTube.